Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So today I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different, I guess. Basically I'm on 1.8 at the minute, so I'm trying that out, and it's some really awesome stuff. But the main one I want to show you is the 3D models that you can do. So what I've done is I've got Conquest texture pack, and there's also Conquest models, and you just put this on top as it says here. So that's what you need to do. You just need to have Conquest on the bottom, models on the top, and what this does is it gives you a load of 3D models. There'll be a link in the description to the page. So of course Monsterfish makes Conquest the texture pack, but the 3D models are by J-Wire, a guy called J-Wire. So yeah, there'll be a link in the description for that. So there's quite a lot of improvements. There's quite a lot of really cool changes, which really wants me to start doing a lot of 1.8 videos and starting to change everything, I guess, to 1.8. Even though we do lose a lot of the metadata stuff. For example, we'll lose the extra cobwebs. We won't actually lose the textures for them. It's just that we can't get them. And if you've done a build which has loads of metadata type stuff, they'll disappear. It's really sad in that respect, but at the same time, you know, we have to keep on moving forwards, and these kind of bits are really good. The first thing you'll probably notice is the grass, and yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It really is crazy, but there are kind of like 3D models for the side, which are going to stick out. Also, this grass on the top here is part of the grass block. So if you place down a grass block, you actually get these. I think that's pretty ace. You might be then wondering, well, how's that going to interfere with other bits and pieces like flowers? Well, you can just, if we can bring this up, we can just, oh, not that, god damn it. You can just put them on there, and they kind of work around it. It's really cool. It's really ace. Same thing with, for example, fences. So this is a huge improvement. If you actually grab some fences, put down the fences. See, the actual grass is there. This just makes it look a lot more natural. You also notice these actual 3D fences. I'll be going around about, you know, showing you guys all the blocks, or at least most of them. I'm sure I'm going to kind of miss a couple of them. But you get stuff like that, which is really ace. It's kind of like the extra, you know, the Optifine bits and pieces that you have with the snow, which goes around these. But we've now got it with grass, which I think is completely and utterly ace. It makes this look a lot more realistic as well. There's a lot more fuzz and noise, so it's less blocky, even though we are in a game of blocks. I think it's just a huge improvement, especially with these side bits as well. Just absolutely brilliant. The next thing I'm going to go on to, actually, is the leaves. So, if you've ever used, like, Better Leaves mod, I think it is. It's Better Leaves mod. I've never used it. But basically, we've got that now. So, you've got these extended ones. They do bug out every so often. That's just kind of what happens, I guess. Maybe that's going to be fixed. Hopefully that gets fixed. It's something to do with the rendering of the models, anyway. But, yes, they have, like, extra bits onto the side of them. Still got this nice little sign. We haven't got that yet. But, yeah, all of those have got them. And they're all slightly different. As you can see here, all the leaves are just a little bit different, which I think is great, and these ones are really cool as well. So all of those leaves are pretty good in that respect. It makes it a lot more realistic. I think one of these actual branch, well, not branches, these actually has this. Is there 3D models in that one? No. Oh well. So yeah, that is a huge improvement. Obviously, all the 1.8 stuff is in here as per normal anyway. Stuff like stone hasn't actually changed. You can see here, it's just the default one without, you know, the cool connected textures type stuff. Extra blocks, dirt, coarse dirt, which I actually quite like in Conquest now. It's kind of like halfway between gravel. I don't know. It's like dirt gravel. It basically is dirt gravel, but it's great. So what have we got? I think oak wood doesn't have anything at the minute, but I'm sure that that's going to have some really cool floorboardy type textures in it. One that is absolutely freaking amazing, I really do mean this, is the stairs. And you might be like, well, stone stairs, how can you make stone stairs amazing? But this will show you exactly the extent that you can do, and this is one of the reasons I really want to switch over. Boom. Oh yeah. So what you can actually do is stuff like this. You can make actual archways. And these look really good on the small scale, probably better on the small scale. For example, like here. So yeah, it's just awesome. That is just awesome. Really nice textures, and you can see the actual 3D models. It still counts as a stair as well. And then when you go down here, it's just normal stair. Pretty cool. The only kind of bug, I guess, with this one at the minute is if you wrap them. Yeah, there you go. You can see that it goes a little bit weird on these corner pieces. So, not sure if there's going to be a model for that or not, but I just think that's great. It makes it a lot more interesting. Really different. I'm actually just going to leave that there because that's pretty ace. I love it. I really do. I'm just wondering if we can mess around with it a little bit as well and see if we can... Yeah, so you still get like stuff like this where it doesn't quite fit. So if you did do a normal arch before, where you know you went like this, it's really hard to show you, but then putting that, it doesn't quite work. But still, really, really freaking ace, I guess. Really ace. What else do we have? Oh, the jungle wood actually looks different. Okay, it's just different. Anyway, yeah. So I've just been kind of playing around with some of these. I don't know all of them. There's no way. I've just been playing around with it pretty quickly. The glass does have this kind of 3D model in it as well, and this does look pretty ace. So what this has got is the frame is slightly forwards by 1 pixel or 1 block or whatever you want to call it, and then it goes onto the glass. That just looks pretty awesome. I think it makes it a lot more 3D just by doing pretty much just that little simple thing. Also this little bit there as well. It's a shame I can't zoom in with Optifine, but it's because I haven't got Optifine. One thing you will notice as well, that the grass does stick through these glass panes, so obviously if you've got grass on the floor, you probably wouldn't have grass on the floor and then put this, but that's one thing to watch out for. Stuff like that you're going to have to now pay attention to. So if we go down, the Nether brick, I'm not sure about this one yet. I'm really not sure about it yet. You'll see, you can see where by the models are a bit weird. They're kind of like these empty blocks. I don't know yet. I'm not convinced on these yet, but it's definitely different. The blocks are normal, like this, so they're all fine. The stairs are really strange. So this is the one that I'm really not sure about. Really not sure. If anybody's made a roof out of Nether brick, you're going to be a bit confused. It just looks strange. I don't know, but it's still, you know, very cool. With the actual style, it looks really interesting. You know that. Yeah. So again, this is something that you can actually see of it. I'm just gonna. There we go. Times to 0. Otherwise, it's gonna go to night. I haven't done any game rules yet. What else do we have? Bookshelves, obviously. Bookshelves are just going to be awesome. Also, I'm just going to grab jack-o'-lantern as well. It's pretty ace one. The chiseled stone brick. You can kind of see from the pictures as well that they actually have changed. And let's grab these ones. Now, I'm sure the jungle wood does look 3D, but it isn't. It's really weirding me out. So the 2 cobblestone walls have been changed slightly. And what else can we grab? Let's just have a look. Sea lantern and things like that. That's really looking cool. Yeah, that'll do for now. So the bookshelves. Now, these, this is really cool about it. There are variation blocks in them. Oh yes. There are actually variation blocks, and you can see like the skull coming out at a weird angle. This one's coming out normal, you got a book itself on the side. Just really ace. So that works so nicely, and I can actually show you something that works really well with this as well. Really well as well? Really well. Anyway, if you put the ladder up as well, why am I saying as well so much? But you'll see that this is now 3D. Oh yeah. So that's actually 3D as well. So it kind of sticks on the side. Brill. So it's crazy. It's like we're starting to get the actual variation blocks, and you can actually turn this on. I think it's here, alternate blocks, yeah. So if you turn that off, it goes really flat. But you probably want alternate blocks on. And it's just with normal. It's just normal 1.8 vanilla. There's nothing changed to it. So I thought that was just absolutely brilliant, really. What else do we have? We've got the jack-o'-lantern. This is really interesting, because it's completely 3D and has a candle inside. That's so neat. So strange seeing this kind of stuff, especially. The actual, there we go, chiseled stone brick. This is a bit different. You got like little bits of it pushed back. I'm still not sure about this one. It's interesting. And as you can see, the shadows are a little bit kind of strange, but they're actually not too bad. They do actually, you know, shade the correct parts, if that makes sense. So if I'm over here, it doesn't shade, but it does shade those, depending on... There must be a light somewhere. But yeah, so the cobblestone wool, this is really ace. I thought this was awesome. What's my... Yeah, I was just seeing if I need to zoom out a little bit. But this obviously has this little top part, and then goes across here. It feels a lot better as a wall. Really nice, mossy, of course. Very, very similar. You can see that this has got the top block of, I think it's 1.1 in 1.7 anyway, the block metadata. So that's pretty ace as well. Sea Lantern, got that in a weird, cool kind of 3D pushed back one. I've already just shown you guys the ladder. So what else have we got? We got hay bales as well. There you go. Hay bales have now got the side ring kind of actually on that. I thought that was ace. I just thought that was ace. And what else? What else have we got? Okay, so I just grabbed another load, and I think I might just do this and just cut the video every so often. The melon as well. That has got a top thing, I guess. This one I'm not too sure about the brick. You can kind of see why. It looks okay like this. It looks good when like ones get knocked out. But I'm not too sure about the ones that are sticking out. God, it's so hard to show you guys this. But there you go. Hopefully you can see like bits of it. It does give it a variation. I'm not 100% about it. So yeah, I don't know. I like that block that's missing though. I think that looks really cool. So yeah, we've got the brick which has bits of it. Still not 100% sure on that one. This is just amazing. This is a beacon which has been edited and got a new model. So if we just did, I'm not going to do that, am I? I'll just put this here and then put a beacon there, and I'll use one of the new fences. I don't want to throw that away. Throw the melon away. So if I just put a fence on, which looks okay. That's a bit weird, but yeah. Beacon is actually a lantern, and that's just incredible. It's just such a good model, it really is. Loads of depth in that. Also, the saplings. These have got 3D models now. So they're like tiny little trees. That's great. They're actually just tiny, tiny trees, but that's just brilliant. So much better than the other ones that we had before. So I think that's just great. Let's go through the next lot. So this is onto here. So we've done the leaves, we've done that kind of things. Things like grass and ferns. I don't know if cobwebs have been done. I don't think it has. No, cobwebs haven't been done. Yeah, these are kind of just pretty much normal. You know, it's just longer grass than this default stuff that we have. Some of the flowers have been done. I think Oxtide Daisy has, but I won't go through all of these. There you go. So you get like a lot more of a cluster and not so doing this kind of text where you got a cross pattern across. So that's a lot nicer. You'll also notice the crafting table furnace is a little bit different. The jukebox is pretty crazy. So is cactus actually. I need some sand for the cactus. Here we go. So if you put down the cactus, there you go. How cool is that? It's almost like it's connected textures, but it's not. It's weird. It's almost like it overwrites the bit that's sticking out of the block. I think that's what it does. I don't know. I'm going to have a play with it from LD Modern anyway, but so that looks a lot cooler. If I go up to the grassy area again, well, I might do it on the sand. I'll be clear on the sand for these. So crafting table has got this kind of pushed back inside and little drawers and things. I'm not 100% about this one. I don't know, they feel a little bit too dropped, kind of pushed back. Furnace, pretty cool. You know, just like really cool stone sides and everything like that. Jukebox is pretty nuts. I don't know how this dude did this. I mean, seriously, it's got like a lid on it. I think we need to put one on top. Let's go dark. No, it just goes dark. I do think it overwrites the whatever's sticking out of the block, which is crazy. But yeah, the detail inside that is really just insane. Kill those again, and let's have a look at the fences. So let's just grab all of them. Oh, you can see the anvils are pretty ace as well. Let's grab all the new fences as well, which are pretty numerous and pretty awesome. So obviously we've got tons of fence now. We got this one, which is just the normal. That's normal fence. Yeah, that's normal fence. I thought that was pretty cool. So if we, god damn it, that's the problem. The models make you think that you can click here, but you have to click down. So there you go. Yeah, pretty cool. Just with this nice little top part, and at least now we get a different variation from just having to have two going across. Yeah, this one's got 3 of them instead. Put that down there, and let's have a look. Never brick fence. This is a bit weird, as you can see. So when you press 1 down, it's in the middle. Then when you do 2, it goes to the middle of those ones. When you do 3, then it starts to connect across. I'm not sure about this yet, but you can see what's trying to happen, I guess. These like diagonal type bits. I don't want that there. I want that there. So you can see kind of what's happening. Still really awesome. It's just a bit weird to place. They're a little bit more tricky to place because you're not really too sure where they are. I mean, especially when you do like... Oh, that's a bit weird. That's very weird. I mean, it's interesting. I didn't even know I did that. So that's a new one. If you press it down there. So, yeah, I like that actually. They're like bracing bits like this. That's awesome. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What else have we got? Spruce. Oops. I just exploded that. Spruce. Yeah, so spruce is pretty cool as well. That's a very kind of nice for houses and things like that. Just really ace, like a nice barrier. Birch, I really like this one as well. This one's kind of like the Nether brick. It's a bit weird, you know, do 2 together, but when you actually do stuff like this, I think it looks really cool. And then again, yeah, you have to make sure you place it on the correct bits. There we go. So that's kind of like a netting. I'm just going to change the date again. I really like this. The fences, I think, are one of the major kind of additions to this pack. So there we go. If you see just 1 there, we go to 2. It actually does this kind of actual fence type texture. Really awesome. There you go. Really awesome. It's like a barrier. It's great. I think it is. Yeah, it goes a bit weird when you do stuff like this, but to be honest, it's worth it still. And you don't often do that with fences. Well, you shouldn't do anyway. You might do, but dark oak fence. Let's have a look at this one. There you go. So this one's really cool. Very, very variated, and I really like that. It does have obviously bugs like this, where it sticks out, but that's to be expected. That is to be expected. There it was going to happen. So you would have to then, well, if you cut it back to here, I think no matter what, you get a bug. Which is a bit of a shame, but really good for like just random splodges. The acacia, that's the kind of like Asian style one. Again, don't go around the corners. don't do corners. So that one's pretty cool as well. You know, very simple. I love how it's almost like a connected texture when it goes to the side. We're almost there really with just vanilla doing exactly what Optifine's kind of, well, connected textures mods been giving us for a while. So those are all the fences. They're really ace. They really are. I don't know if anything's been done with the iron bars. Yeah, it has. There you go. So now it's actually 3D iron bars. Excellent. A little bit buggy. There's a little... I don't know. It's slightly buggy, but it's not too bad. Oh, I don't want the stone brick monster egg. I didn't think I checked out stone brick. I don't remember anything on them. I think they're pretty much normal. Yeah, stone brick was normal. That was it. Yeah, I remember looking at that, hoping there was something a little bit different. Let's keep on going down. Obviously, glass panes. That'll be slightly different as well. The end portals is kind of interesting. Anvils, of course, are really interesting. I haven't actually seen the enchantment table. That's probably... Yeah, there we go. Enchantment table's also got a load of awesome 3D textures. And this pack's being updated on a weekly basis as well, so it's pretty awesome. End portal, ace. Anvil, super duper ace. That's just cool. It just actually looks a lot more like an anvil. So that's kind of like great. What else do we have? We must be running out, surely. But we're kind of not. There's loads. Oh, one of the really, really major things, the item frames. This is just freaking awesome. So if you put an item frame down, it's actually a shelf now. Oh yeah, an actual shelf. So then if we put... Oh, slime block. Yeah, let's put a slime block there. So it kind of like frames it. I don't know why. We get like shelves. I thought that was just a really ace idea. So if you did have like a wall, you can now shelve up that wall. It looks a lot nicer than item frames. It's just adding a little bit of detail, and then you can frame things. But yeah, I love that. Such a superb idea. Beds. That's another one that has got a model now, and you can see that this goes on for quite a while, and that it's just getting added to. It really is. Bed. Yep. How awesome does that look? I think it looks just spectacular, really. It's like Conquest Plus. It's like a mod. It's really weird. Because at first I thought you had to install a mod for this, but obviously you don't. I think the paintings, is there anything with those? I think they're just normal, yeah. I can't see anything in the future for those paintings to be changed, I guess. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the brewing stand. This is a really interesting one as well. So we just get our... I don't know if cauldron's been done. Let's have a look at what cauldron's like. Yeah, cauldron's pretty much been done as well. Or maybe that's normal. That might be normal. Not sure. I can't remember anymore. The brewing stand's quite interesting. Kind of looks, you know, pretty much like a brewing stand. But if we put in bottles, this is when it gets really cool. Oh, let's pull it there. There you go. So the bottles look a lot more 3D. I'm sure they weren't like this. Sure they weren't, but I can't quite remember. That was just awesome. Let's get on to the doors. So let's just do all of them. Let's just do all of them. And now we've got loads of doors, which is great. Just superb. Right. So wooden doors. You can see now that they've got the actual depth to them. They feel like doors. It's a little bit weird here. I think there's been a slight error that the dude will probably fix. The dude. Yes, the dude will fix it. So yeah, that one's a little bit bugged. I might actually tell him about that after this. Yeah, because it looks weird, doesn't it? It's like it's got an extra pixel to it. It's a bit strange. The iron doors are pretty awesome. There you go. You can see this as well. Yeah. See that goes over. Now you might be thinking, well, why the hell would you use that? Say, and let's do it this way. Say you've got like a door frame here. It's got a normal door frame, and you just place down one. It's normal. Place down two, and it's still normal. Now, how did I get? I'm sure I've seen it before with stone brick. I swear I've seen stuff. So I've seen it like this, or is it? No, I can't really remember. But I think can you do? There's a way to trick it. There was a way to trick it. There, yeah, oh, almost. So if I do it this way around, then let's have a look at that. No, that's the wrong way around. I'll do it this way. There you go. That's how you trick it. That was it. I remember seeing it. But then you can at least get an archway on the top as well. So if you place them the wrong way, not the wrong way, but not in, out. Yes. So that works. I got there in the end. Spruce wood. Obviously, that's just like normal. Just awesome spruce wood. Birch wood. You can see there's a little bit of a model there. Pushback. Pretty cool. Actually, I think spruce. I think it's normal. Yeah, I think it is. Jungle. Yeah, got some 3D-ness to it. Be cool. Fits in with that jungle fence as well. Cage door. That's just normal. And here we go. This one's got the same. So if we just go 1, 2. There you go. So that looks really awesome. I really like this one. I don't know. It just feels like quite grand. quite a grand kind of doorway. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm sure I've missed something like rails. I've missed rails. I know there's going to be something. Yeah, so rails have now got like thickness to them. Yeah, pretty ace. But there's things and bits and pieces being added every single week. It's really fun to actually have a play around with this because it's almost like it's just started its journey and it's going to be quite an amazing journey, I think. So you can just do stuff like this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, come and check out, or not come and check out, go and check out the extra one, and all you have to do is just do Conquest and have this on top. That's pretty much it. Regarding the server as well, I'm sure I'm going to be getting asked a couple of questions about this. When will I go to 1.8? And I am now definitely going to be going to 1.8 as soon as I get all the plugins updated. But I think I might have to have a free wipe of everything, which is a bit of a shame. But oh well, we'll kind of see what happens with that and everything. But it depends. After all of the plugins are updated and I've got everything working again, what I'll probably do is take down the server for a while, rejig it completely, and have a clean kind of slate. But if you still have build-up from the old one, you'll still have build-up on the new one, so I'll make sure I keep that. But all of the plugins and things like that will change, probably, or most probably. Obviously, Metacycler won't work. Lose all the metadatas. 1.8, but I think, as you can see from like these points and these bits and all of this kind of stuff that we have, it is going to be improved. You know, the texture type stuff, and I will be doing the same in LD Modern when I kind of get around to it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.